Hey everyone, this is Jenny Garcia, and today I am going to be playing with Halloween colors and Halloween items. I didn't prepare well enough for Halloween this year since I've been working so much on my December daily. I did decorate a little bit in my house, and my daughter colored some pumpkins, but scrapbook wise, I really didn't do anything important. I did bought the In a Creative Bubble the new Halloween set in the Elements 2. And they have pretty pastels in there too, which I like because my daughters never dress up as anything creepy except this year when I am not prepared. I also use as inspiration the Spooky Pastels collection from Paper Cakes, which I thought I printed, but I didn't. I apparently used everything I had, and what I had were like little scraps of papers and a few elements, and I don't have enough ink for me to start printing, but I'm just working ahead. That way, when I'm ready to work on my project life, I have some items available. And I'm also planning, which I should not plan in new projects, but I do want to do a 4x4 little album of all the Halloween photos I've taken over the years, especially since my daughter was very little, so I'll be ready for that. So I get my sequins. I got a bunch from Target. I have some from Michael's, which mine now has a really pretty nice section with sequins. I have a few that are for nails, but they work really well for this sort of project too. I have seed beads. I have a few little dewdrops that work really well because they were the only ones that I had, and they were purple and they look really pretty. I also get a few of my sequins from AliExpress. If you don't like doing your own mixes, because you need to have the sequins and the space to put them, so you can just buy the sequins already made from Spiegel Mom Scraps or from Serena B at Paper Cakes. And I love this one. I use the little ghosts are from Target, and they are so cute. Last year I got a pack from Dollar Tree that had ghosts, but they were like not as cute as the Target ones, so I didn't use them. But that pack also had bats and tombstones. The tombstones were kind of like too big, so I just realized that when I do the pocket page or the project that I'm gonna do, then I'll add them if I feel the need to add those tombstones. So that first mix was only purple, white, silver, holographic colors, and this one is gonna be black and white. And here's where I'm gonna use those bats from um, Dollar Tree. And the pack with the cats, I think it's called Scaredy Cat. I got it from Target, and it had purple cats and black cats. So I'm gonna mix the white little ghost. That was just a pack from Target. They were really cute, but some of them come like in a stack, so you want to rub them between your fingers so they can like detach from each other, and you can have more. And the cats I put in my hand before adding them to the mix because they were purple and black, so I only wanted one color. And also I got a pack of witches at Target, and they were this bottle. They were a pain in the butt to get out of the bottle. It was so annoying, but it looked pretty cute. If you're wondering, that stick that I'm using is called a bead scooper, and I'm gonna have the link below in case you want to get one for yourself. It's so handy for a sequin, especially when you transfer them from a little bottle or whatever onto your pocket. And the second mix also had a bunch of stars too. It had striped sequins, which I got last year from Target, and I wish I got more, but I think it was the only pack. That's a bad thing about Target. Whenever I go to buy a pack of sequins, that is like the only pack they have. But at least they have one of each for me. They save it specially for me. No, they don't. I'm just lucky to get the last few, or maybe they don't bring enough to my local Target, because I follow an account on Instagram called Target Dollar Finds, something like that, or Dollar Spot, and they show things that I have never seen in my life. They have these aisles that are stacked, and I'm like, where in Wonderland Oz is this Target that has so many things? So now this one is gonna be a little more pumpkin color. It's just gonna be orange, white, a little bit of clear. I thought about adding yellow to do like a candy corn theme, but it didn't look as pretty, and chances are I'm not really gonna be using yellow. But the good thing is that you can always add more inside your pocket, or you can add more colors if you want to. And I have these neon sequins, and they are from BB Crafts, and they went perfect with the sequin mix. And I also got those pumpkins from Target. And I have those stores, I think I got them from Dollar Tree, and I divided them in the bigger ones and the smaller ones. So you can check your... I've seen places, it's not Dollar Tree, it's another dollar store that has a pack like the one I have at the top, but bigger, with really pretty sequins. But I've never seen those. I don't know what kind of store sells them, but that's also a good option too. And this one is going to be black, white, and orange. And I thought about making a purple and green one, but I don't know, I was looking through my sequins to see which combinations I could use, which sequins, which colors, and I thought that it was gonna look so messy and weird, so I decided not to do it. So I just went with the 5 mixes that you're gonna see today. And these little boxes are from an organizer from Doris, and I'm gonna have it linked below too. It's so awesome. I also have a bunch of little bottles, and as cool as they are, they do take a lot of space. They look pretty on my shelf, but they take more space. And you can also use these for shaker cards. So a few of these are also from Pretty Little Studio. Pretty Little Studio has a whole section of sequins, and they're very pretty, always very shiny. So you can just go to Pretty Little Studio, I think it, or it's a shop.prettyllittlestudio.com, and type sequins, and you're gonna get a whole lot of sequins. And I also got these little bottles from Amazon. And all the links that I'm gonna offer below are affiliate. You don't have to use them, but I really do appreciate them, and they do help me out. And the smaller bottles fit in lipstick organizers that I got from Dollar Tree. The bigger ones fit on the back and some of the corners, but I mean, you're gonna have to also look at how big are the bottles that you might buy if you want to do something like that. This could also be a really pretty display. You can put a label on them and use them as potions, which I did. I I have a Harry Potter Christmas tree, and I made my own sequin mixes for a few of them. A few of them are empty, and I just painted the bottle. A few of them inside have um, Mono Aqua liquid glue from Tombow in sparkles or color, and it was really fun to make. And I have a few that are still in baggies because, like, literally got them probably the day before that I went to Michael's real quick and then Joann's. And Joann's is not really selling scrapbooking things that much anymore. I mean, I didn't go for scrapbooking things. I'm trying to control myself, but the aisle seems shrinking. And Michael's is more about planners too, so it's a little disappointing, but good for my pocket, I guess. And I think I added those tiny ghosts on every, yes I did, on every mix because they're so cute, and I still got a bunch leftovers. So they had names too, and you could use the little bottles that they came in to store your sequin mixes. They had cute names like Scaredy Cats, I think. Let me see if I can. The ghost one is called Bottle Ghost, Haunted House Ready. They also had orange ones and iridescent ones. They had a big variety. But again, I think the only one that they had a lot more was the iridescent one. The rest, they only had one of each. Because I would have bought like 20 bottles of ghosts. I think it's just the universe trying to save me money. So I guess, thank you, universe. Whatever. I do need to get new beads because they're also really fun small texture that you can add in your sequin mixes. And I'm running out of white, which is something I use very often. I think white is one of the bigger bags or one of the first colors that you should always buy when you're starting to make your own mixes, because whenever it's starting to look a little bit too crazy, just add white. And those are the 5 colors. We have black and white, orange and white, black, white and orange, purple and silver and white, and purple, black, white and silver. And the little bottles on the right that I had were from also Dollar Tree. And this is the little paper play that it's like a little bonus project for you. These are like little ribbon and medallions, and I use them with the little bit of the Goosebumps collection that I have from Pretty Little Studio. I am so bummed that I don't have more of this collection. And the thing is, I didn't get anything really before because, like I said, my girls never dress way too creepy. We do carve pumpkins, but it's sometimes there's nothing ever incredibly Halloweeny that I need to document. I'm just going to cut the ribbon, and I'm going to use a lighter to melt it. I hate lighters. I can't work them. I don't know. I hurt my finger. Maybe I'm a wuss, but I do like to melt the ends, that way they don't unravel. So I staple them directly on the 1.5 inch circle. And on top of that staple, I'm going to put a little bit of the Tombow Extreme Adhesive. And I'm going to use the Tombow foam tape to add dimension to each layer. And if you don't have ribbon for the part that I use as orange, you can use paper too. It's pretty much the same. You can curl it a little bit if you want to give it more dimension. The black part, it's tool, and I think it comes in a roll as ribbon. But honestly, what I had in my bag of ribbon was like a hot mess of that black tool. And I ran out of that piece of orange and yellow that I used on the other two. So I took a little piece of this wider orange ribbon and I folded the top into a triangle. That way it can have, like, it's not a straight down, because I didn't like that. I guess you could try it too, especially if the circle was bigger, it would have worked out, or you could have layered two like I did with the others, but it just worked better on this instance for me. And I love those circle cut parts from Pretty Little Studio. They are really inexpensive. They are $1. They're printed with really good quality, and you just need a 1-inch punch, or you could do it by hand. I personally hate doing any fussy cutting. I am terrible at it. I don't have the patience. I hate it so much. So I prefer to either use punches or my die cut machine. I also added little puffy stickers that I got, I think, the year before. I don't know if it was 2008 or 2019, but they are stickers by American Greetings, and I found it on the greeting card session from Target. And also for the holidays, for Christmas, you should check that out too, because the little sweaters and coffee cups that I've been using for my December daily, I got in the same section. So what I'm doing is I'm layering the 1.5 punch, the tool, medallion that is a little bit bigger than a 1-inch circle, and the 1-inch circle, and then I just add a little word sticker or a puffy sticker, and they are really simple. You can pack these and add them to a pocket letter or put them on top of a card. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make, since I didn't print any because I was not prepared, what I'm gonna do is make my own paper using washi tape. So I'm gonna use the sequin mixes that I made as inspiration to make those papers. And my first thought, actually, the plan was to make these pages and then use my alphabet dies to make alphabet letters. But then I thought that maybe I should wait until I'm actually gonna use them, because that way if I need a circle, if I want to make a handmade embellishment, I would still have those colors. And I'm only gonna make one in camera because it could be kind of tedious to watch this 5 times. You just want to layer the washi tape. You can do it, I did it horizontally, and now I'm thinking that I could have done it diagonally too. And you know what, never feel bad because you didn't think about it in the moment. There's always a next opportunity for you to use that idea, unless you're me and then you forget it and you're like, dang it, I forget it again. But you know, so what I did was take letter size cardstock paper and I cut it in half. Those pieces are 5.5 by 8.5 each, and don't use regular paper. It's not gonna be thick enough. You want something with a little width, and I think the cardstock is perfect. Like sometimes when you're printing, your printer might mess up, and then you're like, oh great, what I'm gonna do with this half piece of paper that is not working. Like, save it for stamping, save it for this, save it for cutting simple shapes, for cutting, if it's white, save it for cutting snowflakes or anything that you might want to punch out. So I'm trying to alternate colors, since this is going to be based on the purple, black, white and silver, I'm gonna use those colors, and only a few of them. I think I only had like two that were truly Halloweeny. They had a pack by Martha Stewart that I used in one of them. I think it was the black and white, but the rest didn't go with these washi tapes. So, and I don't have that many purple washi tapes too, so it's just these and like two more are all I have of purple. Purple is the black sheep of scrapbooking, and it's sad because I love that color and there's never enough things in purple. So this is the first paper. Again, you could have done it, you could do it horizontally, vertically, diagonally. Make sure that you leave a little space on the sides and then you just cut it out. You also, when you want to put them, I don't like leaving spaces. You can try doing that too, leaving spaces, that way they're half a color and half white, or you can do it on black cardstock or colored cardstock. And this is the first one, and I'm gonna do the rest off camera because you know how it is putting washi tape on paper. And also, everyone that owns a lot of washi tape, we're gonna have enough washi tape to do this a million times, so this is also a great way to use it before it goes bad, because washi tape does goes bad. That is the Martha Stewart washi tape that I said, the really thick one. But then I was thinking, if a row of letter falls there, it's gonna be like way too one color. This is the orange, and oh my god, those lines are annoying. I'm sorry if you're the kind of person that gets dizzy by that. They look weird. But in person, they actually look really cool. And I do want to still cut letters because I like the fact that you can see many textures in one letter. But I'm just going to resist and wait until I actually make a Halloween project. This is the orange and white, which was difficult to just do those stripes of white. And this is the purple one. I think this one was my favorite of the washi sheets. Out of the sequin mixes, I like them all so much. There's not even one that I would be like, could have not done that one, but I really did like it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, let them below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you're having a great day. Bye!